All right, thank you, everybody. All right, settle down, settle down. Welcome to the Ballistic Report. I am your talented host, Ike Moore, and this is the show where we break down pop culture. Now, of course, we're going to spend the majority of this episode talking about the VMAs, but before we get into all that, I want to say thank you because my last video is my second most viewed video since I started the Ballistic Report. And that's all you guys. I'm just here recording it every Saturday. You guys are the ones that are spreading the word. Word of mouth is important. So I just want to thank you guys, and it's cool to know that our family is growing. But enough of the mushy stuff. Let's get started, shall we? So I'm sure at this point you all know what happened at the award show, so I don't have to go in too deep. But I do want to bring up two very important items. The first is Miley. Oh, Miley. She may not have done any twerking, but she sure did a whole lot of other stuff. And if I'm being honest, you guys, I am not surprised one bit. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that when MTV said she has full reigns over the show, I knew what show we were going to get. Of course, that didn't stop all of the groups saying, oh, it was inappropriate for young viewers. Oh, it was so. Did it ever occur to you all that, I don't know, maybe she was like this the whole time? I mean, we only see what we see on TV. For all we know, all through her Hannah Montana days, there was a twerking monster ready to come out. Could she pull it back and be a little more classy? Of course she can, and I'm sure she's able to do that. But until then, this is who we have, the real Miley Cyrus. Speaking of class, let's talk about someone who has absolutely none of it, Nicki Minaj. Now, in the days leading up to the award show, there was interviews with Miley Cyrus pretty much addressing how she felt about Nicki Minaj getting on TV and stuff, telling how she feels ignored by the VMAs. And Miley called her out saying, why are you making this all about you? It's not all about you. Well, that didn't stop Nicki Minaj. After she accepted her award that night, she got up on stage and first she thanked her pastor, which I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's nice. Next thing you know, she calls Miley the B word and then calls her out on stage. Okay, Nicki, let Uncle Ike give you some advice. Award shows have backstage areas where superstars can do whatever they want and they will never be on camera. So why wouldn't you go with Miley backstage and then you address your feud? But no, that's against the Nicki Minaj Constitution. You're supposed to address things in an unclassy manner. I lost a lot of respect for Nicki after that, and it made me think, why couldn't people be more like Beyonce? Think about it, you've never heard Beyonce take shots at anybody, and when she did it in a clever way where you think, oh, did she say something? I don't think she did. It made people guess whether or not she did it. So, Nicki, if you want to be Beyonce so bad, why not take that page out of her book? By the way, it's Beyonce's birthday weekend. Happy birthday, Beyonce. She is 34. Man, if that's what 34 looks like. Okay, can we go on to the next story, please? I'm getting hypnotized. But my favorite moment that whole night was the return of Yeezus. Kanye West accepted the Video Vanguard Award. He didn't perform, but that didn't stop him from making an impact like Kanye does. I could tell you everything he said, but I'm pretty sure you all know at this point. And if you don't, I'll try to find a link to put in the description box. And he made it clear, in 2020, he is running for president. Now, obviously, if that happens, we're going to have to look at his issues and everything like that. But as far as the idea of him being president, I'm not against. Look, Ronald Reagan was an actor before he was elected to office. If you're sick of the Kardashians now, imagine them at the White House. Yeah, all over C-SPAN, all over the political networks. And what makes it funny is that could actually happen. There's also talk that Comedy Central wants Kanye to be the subject of their next roast. Now, I have a little bit of a potential guest list. That would include Jay-Z. Part of me thinks Jay-Z wants to be a comedian a little bit. You know, if you listen to his interviews, he throws little one-liners in. So he would be great as one of the roasters. We also have the lovely Taylor Swift. And don't let that face fool you. I have a feeling that if she got the opportunity, she would have a lot to say about everybody. But as the roast master, there's no question. It has to be Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle gave Kanye his first television performance. So, in a way, it would be like him returning the favor. Kanye letting Dave Chappelle be the roast master. Hey, you can't forget about me. Sylvester Stallone. I have a joke too. Hey Kanye, what's annoying, impulsive, and gets on people's nerves? My acting career. Adrian! And make sure you tune in next week because I'll be doing a whole recap of the first week of the new Late Show with Stephen Colbert. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the Ballistic Report. Remember, all of my social media outlets are in the description box below, and if you have any comments, feel free to comment below as well. Until next week, I've been your talented host, Ike Moore, reminding you it's okay to be ballistic as long as it's done responsibly. Happy Labor Day, Internet!